Okay. So what would you say an advice to increase the value of a product or a service so that they can pay you more for it?
Being relatable.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to talk about your past. Yes, we have the nice cars, we live in a nice house, but you have to be relatable to people. Tell your story, what you did before. Like us. We come from our background. We didn't always have this. Our parents didn't have money. So you tell your audience that, hey, I did this is how I did it. I think that's the most valuable.
100%, man. I always tell them the same thing.
Yeah.
You gotta. I've learned that also through. I think everything that he's saying, like all this like value that he's giving to you guys, like you gotta appreciate, because it's his experience, and I can see it's because I also, like, when I started growing everything, I started doing everything more professional, right? And I used to even have like a camera guy 24 hours with me. Yeah. But the people, it started to be very professional. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't relate with me that much, because I used to be like selfie, phone, and I was like so professional. And I learned they didn't like that, and I started to be like, oh, like you're like over there and I'm here. It's like, no, we're the same person. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're just in a different step of the stairs, right? Yeah, exactly. So that's very important. You gotta be relatable, and always I feel I like to connect, obviously the same way, like a little bit with your past, what you like. It's like I always have this example. I used to sell alarms, like when I used to years ago in my country. I feel the hardest job is sales. Like when you get a sales job, imagine like a sales job here selling alarms, and in this heat I would literally be walking, knocking doors.
That's the best. That's the best job you could get.
Best job, a sales job to learn. And I remember, like, dude, there would be no. And I was like, fuck, everyone is telling me no, And I just say, I will be like, what the fuck can I say? And I remember this moment, I pull up in the door and I knocked, and the guy had like a Mini Cooper. He had like a Mini Cooper, the good one that works. There's like one that, like a special one that's like very fast. So I remember my sister is in love with the car. I mean, she couldn't afford it, obviously, but I faked it, like, it's like, oh, instead of saying I knocked and be like, hey, you want an alarm, It's like, oh, I've seen you have this Mini. There's like, it's like actually my sister wants to buy one. Are you selling it? And the guy was like, oh, like he started talking about the car or this shit. So now he kind of like, I was his friend, right? And after that conversation, I was like, oh, by the way, and I sold him the alarm, dude.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? So then I saw that, like, shit, dude, you can't just like knock at someone and sell something.
Exactly.
Just try connect, like, in somehow,
talk
right?
To them, And then one of the things that I struggled when I was becoming like trying to be an entrepreneur, or even in high school when I moved to United States, was my accent. I didn't like it. I didn't like how I talk. But the thing is that you gotta show your insecurity. Every human is not perfect. Everybody has insecurities. So if people see that and you're more relatable to them. So I have an accent, you have an accent.
And the funny thing is that in the US they like accents. Many places maybe not, but like as you say, I feel you're totally right there. Everyone has insecurities. It doesn't matter how you look, how much money you have. Everyone has like some things they don't like, and as you say, it's not bad to just say it, like, hey, there's that. Just like everyone is human, even like you have all this fame, all this money, whatever, you're still a fucking human, same as everyone. Exactly. And that's very important, right? Okay. So what importance you give to the mindset for entrepreneurship and to make money? How important do you think is the mindset?
I think having positive mindset is very important. Like, you wake up, you have to have a positive mindset, because what I do, like, when I wake up in the morning, I don't look at my phone for 30 minutes. I basically meditate and like think about all the positive things I can do. Because if you pull up your phone, as soon as you wake up, you see anything negative, your day is already ruined. So you gotta have like a very positive mindset, and you just have to have a mindset where like you want to keep going. Like you make 1 million, why not make 2 million next year, right? So you just gotta have this mindset, because entrepreneurs, we don't retire. We work until we die.
I know.
So I think having that mindset is like really good. Like always have positive mindset, and also if you have like positive people around you, and if you have negative people around you, reduce your time with them. If it's your family, I understand, but reduce your time, because friends, Negative friends you can get rid of. But family, you know, just reduce your time. You'll much feel better.
100%. I agree with you so much. I feel it's about surrounding yourself with people that are like positive,
like-minded.
Like also when you're like starting to like make it, right? You're an employee, whatever. You tell your friends what you want to do. They're like, oh, that's impossible, blah blah blah. So just like trying to get you down. You know, if you see those people, just don't surround yourself. And they're like, I see many times, and they're like, oh, but they're my friends. You know, like he's been my friend since he's a kid. It's like I don't care, dude. You know, it's just not easy. You know, it's just like you have to surround yourself with like people that are like trying to like put you up, not put you down, right?
Exactly.
So, okay, I was going to ask you your habits as an entrepreneur. You said one. It's funny because I feel like there's not like a one thing plug and play, you know, like it's not like do this and you're going to be successful. I'm sure you have your routine. You talk about meditation and stuff. Me, the first thing I do when I wake up, I'm like, and I got my phone. The first thing I do, I get my phone. So you see, we're totally opposite in that sense, but I feel there's no like a one, you just got to do what works for you. You know, like it's like, oh, like for example, me, I like to work in the morning, or like the important thing, I like to put it in the morning, because if you put that in the last thing, maybe something happens, maybe this happens, and you end up like not doing it. So no, I just like, everyone has to like schedule their day. Or maybe you have 3 jobs, dude, and you can only do, you can work in your side hustle at like 12 at night. So you're just gonna have to do it
24 hours.
You're gonna have to do it the best way you can do it, right? In that moment.
Like everybody talks about like entrepreneurs, they wake up early in the morning. I don't wake up early.
Do you have like a special habit? Like
so I work mostly at night because everything is quiet. I like to work at night. And
it's crazy, totally opposite to me. You see what I'm saying? Like everyone has their thing, dude. That's
and then when I had, you know, the jobs, I hated waking up early because someone is telling you to get there, and you can't even sleep. And you know, one of the things I want to really enjoy now is waking up whenever I want.
It's so funny because I'm the same way. You remember, I told him to meet at 9, and then I was like, oh shit, 9 is very early. Let's do 10. I hated it waking up early just because like they told me to wake up early. So I'm like, dude, I don't need to wake up at 8 a.m. I can wake up at 10 or 11. And as I say, it doesn't really matter. Like those people that tell you gotta wake up at 4 a.m. to be successful, fuck that. That's bullshit, dude. Like, okay, you wake up at 4 a.m. What time you going to sleep? At 10? It's just how many hours you're working. If you're working 8 hours, 10 p like 12 at night to 8 a.m. and you're like a savage there, fuck it, like just do it like that.
Same thing with a lot of people. You gotta read books. You don't have to read books. You can just watch content. You know, I never like read books, but I watch Gary Vee, all those guys. I'm really good at apprehending from content. You know?
It's funny because one thing I always see in common, like I see in you guys, anyone that has had success, and you can feel it, like they're confident.